The Professional Bodybuilding Physique. I recently read an engaging article on the Fitness Black Book website where the author expressed his great surprise that so many people still watch bodybuilding contests. He had assumed our fascination with hugely muscled physiques would fizzle when the string of popular Arnold Schwarzenegger movies came to a close in the early 90s. He contrasts the hulking image of an 8-time Mr. Olympia winner with the lean look of a Calvin Klein obsession model and claims the slim fashion model has a much better physique. He doesn't understand why people find such massively over-muscled bodies attractive. He also finds some of the highly muscled women bodybuilders a little scary. Let's remember as well that too much muscle mass remains a lot harder to achieve than too little. It cannot be gained by simple neglect or lethargy, so it represents a far smaller risk of becoming a problem for us than, say, getting too fat. He makes some good points about too much muscle and a life that revolves completely around bodybuilding and eating 8 times a day, and I have to admit the overdeveloped traps pictured on Mr. Olympia look suspiciously like tumors growing out of his neck that might be dangerous somehow. And while I admire well-toned women, there comes a point of muscular development where female bodybuilders cross the line from looking like women to looking like men. I find this a big turnoff. One of my favorite things about women is that they look like women. Just my personal taste, I realize. Are we going overboard, however, in the direction of lean? How much leanness can we achieve before becoming too thin? Skinny is not attractive and does not look healthy. We talk about lean muscle. Well, what the heck is that? Is this as opposed to fat muscle? What are we talking about here? Have we become as obsessive about our fear of fat as we have about our aversion to too much muscle? I like muscle tone and the shapely lines that come with meat on the bones. I had a friend and colleague who had a great butt. She's not my girlfriend. She had her own boyfriend. I had my own girlfriend. But I still liked looking at her rear end with its great seductive curves. She had thick, shapely thighs and looked athletic and sexy as hell. Then she started working with a training coach and started on a low-fat diet. She lost her great behind and became just plain skinny. She was training hard and was all muscle and very lean, but she had lost all her beautiful curves. This is nuts in the other direction. This is too darn lean. I'll take shapely curves over straight, thin lines any day. From then on, every time I looked at her, I mused about how good she used to look. Excessive bulk is not attractive or healthy. Too much fat is not attractive or healthy. Not enough meat on the bones, too darn skinny, is not attractive or healthy either. Obsessing about not eating too much is as imbalanced as obsessing about not eating enough. On one end is the professional bodybuilder who looks like an over-muscled freak, and at the other extreme is the professional fashion model who has perfected that sleek skin and bones look. Do our language and attitude reflect our search for a happy medium? Where are we heading? I know I'm not alone in appreciating shapely curves and the graceful swell of toned muscles. Learn more about controlling your bodybuilding results and get a factual and informative review of the web's #1 leading muscle program at www.fitnessfactsonline.